reads, regarding economic growth, what types, if any, of new economic growth and/or revitalization would you like to see? And at what locations would you like to see that growth occur?
That's hard. I would like to see new economic growth that is not oil and gas, that's not necessarily heavy industries. I don't see that as being Glen Rose's men in life, that it's not what Glen Rose is and who we are. But I love the whole plan, Stoneview at 167 and 144. I think that's a great place for Glen Rose to grow, because that is, a place that cannot be used really. It hasn't been used for years and years. It's a beautiful area. The plan that they have is beautiful. They're going to make it an amazing addition to our community. And so I love that. I think that's a great place for us to grow. Obviously, we have areas towards like the sheriff's department that way that will be places for expansion for, and that is a more industrial area. So if we are going to have industrial things, I think that that's where it needs to expand. I would like to see economic growth along 67, but like we talked about earlier, a more beautiful, pretty, giving our town a better face along 67 as we have economic growth along there. Economic growth, that's kind of a broad terminology. Economic growth can be anything from McDonald's to, some huge factories. So I'm not sure, what we mean by economic growth, but obviously all communities need economic growth.
I'd like to see the tourism grow. That's very important for Glen Rose to be able to keep their small town charm. We get a lot of folks that come in, spend their money, and they go home. They go away, and that keeps the crime rate down. I think that it's just I think that's vital in any town that they want to keep that small town charm. Revitalization, I think it's very important for the historic district. I think we need to beef up our historic district and revitalize some of the old Glen Rose area, and some of the downtown area, and broaden that historic district as well.
When I tell people that I live in Glen Rose, they say, "Oh, that's a wonderful artist community. You have a lot of wonderful artists there." Well, yes, we do. But what I'd like it to see is, as an expansion, is the Barnard Mill, getting people to come stay there and have art seminars. I'd like to see where we use that as an attraction for tourists to come in. We could really have the town known even more as an arts community, an arts and crafts community, as a way of spurring growth here economically. I'd like it to be done in a way that we don't have a lot of large factories coming in with pollutants. If we did have any type of factories, I'd like them to be green factories, where we do things like recycling. I'd like this whole city to become involved in recycling and kept green. We're very fortunate to have people like Karen Richardson here in town, who's sitting in the audience right now, who is very big on the natural environment. And that alone, we can have such wonderful nurseries here, and Karen would be an excellent resource with her wonderful abilities with landscaping, that people would come here for any type of their flowering products or their plants, because she mostly deals in things that are native to Texas. And isn't that what we want to have here in Glen Rose, is to keep things where we aren't abusing our systems here or locally, nationally. We want to keep everything where we're keeping with our natural resources.
Well, I totally agree with Rick that we need to promote tourism, and I'm like Jennifer, I don't completely understand, I'm with her on the oil and gas. What I would like, I don't want our city to be like 377. Granbury. I think that that would do our city a great disservice, and I think there are other ways, and I'm not sure of how, but I do think we should promote tourism.
I think since the 1960s, tourism has been growing in Glen Rose. We've always had lots of tourists here, and we need to continue to support our tourism, but I think we need some industry. I know a lot of jobs like at the local gas stations and restaurants, that pays minimum wage, and we need some kind of industry. I'm not saying something that's polluting. I'm definitely not a tree hugger, but we do need some kind of industry here. I mean, a lot of people have to commute out of the area to work. I know a fellow just the other day lost his job. He has a job in Cleveland now at a chemical factory. Not that I want a chemical factory, but we do need some industry here for working people that they can have a good paying job. But I have a degree in horticulture. I believe in planting trees. And I believe in all that too. I love